Do you think Vegeta should have stayed dead in Majin Buu Saga?
Honestly,
What is going on? My name is Josue. I'm joined by my best friend, Simon. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you probably already know that Vegeta is the Prince of all Saiyans. How do we know that? Because this dude likes to remind us every single episode that he is the Prince of all four Saiyans in the entire series. Make it 5 now that we have Broly in the mix, but still.
you think they do it? Do you think anyone's like count of how many times you said it?
Prince of all Saiyans does not collide.
Oh, look at that! The Prince of all 2 Saiyans on the ground!
3.5 shut up!
This begs the question, right? This guy can easily be the prince of more than 4, 5, 6 Saiyans. He could easily just gather the Dragon Balls and wish the entire Planet Vegeta back, right? So why doesn't he do that? That's what me and Simon are going to talk about today. It makes 0 sense why he hasn't done that, and there has to be some sort of limitations to the Dragon Balls or something, right?
Well, let's get into it. Because initially, when we first talked about this a while back, I thought it didn't make sense. But I looked into it, like what people think, and thought about myself, and I think there are some reasons why it doesn't make sense. So,
What are they?
you want to hear me out? I'll start off with the reasons why. I think one of the biggest reasons why he isn't constantly thinking about doing that is I think he still has a very warrior kind of based mindset where if you die in battle or in war as a Saiyan, it's kind of shameful to wish that person back. I know it's not the same to say that because same to say that with the rest of the Z crew crash because Goku's died and they wish him back and countless others have died, they wish him back. But I feel like with Vegeta, it's my race of people who died in combat, dying the way they were expecting to die in fight. So since they died the way they should have, I feel it'd be shameful for me to bring them back. I don't think he's really that merciful. I think to him, it's like the best death they could have got.
The best death by Frieza, the guy who's
but it's
he's angry about.
But fighting for their planet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I always figured there could be 2 sides to this, where he just didn't care enough, and he only cared about the position. You know, he just has it on his LinkedIn that, hey, I'm Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans.
It's like telling somebody you worked at the Foot Locker, but you were just hanging outside of it at the mall the whole time.
Yeah, something like
this me.
Yeah, he only cares about the title. He doesn't care about the actual people that he was princing. Right, he never saw or met a majority of them. He was so young when it all happened, and even when we saw that little clip from Dragon Ball Super Broly when he was a kid, you can tell that he didn't care either. Vegeta Prince, your entire planet is destroyed. Damn,
that's crazy.
I'm eating this meat though, so get back to me later. So
yeah, going to your point, like before, the Vegeta we know now, he was extremely selfish. He didn't care about anybody. Remember when Nappa died, he was like, well, that's the end of that.
Sucks.
So,
meanwhile,
if that's what he's treating Nappa...
Nappa's taking care of him since he was a kid.
Literally. So if that's what he's treating Nappa, dude, you think he cares about anybody back on Planet Vegeta? No. If anything, I'd even argue that there's probably a point where Vegeta thought to himself that if I resurrect others, there's a good chance there'll be a Saiyan that might be stronger than me, actually. There might be one who can become the Super Saiyan, the mythical legend. So maybe to him, it's also like, okay, if I just don't resurrect any of them, I can be known as the strongest to ever do it. I can be the legend, the one,
Yeah, that it's if you're the only Saiyan, then by definition you're the strongest Saiyan.
And then also it becomes more like a legendary thing. Like, oh, did you hear about Vegeta? He's like the lone legendary Saiyan that no one can beat. It's kind of got props to it, So I wonder if that's another thing to it too, where he's like, I don't want to bring the rest of them back. I'm the one now. I'm the shit.
Which you can only imagine how he felt once he finally met Broly. He's like, I was already dealing with this.
It was one thing seeing Goku go Super Saiyan. It's another seeing Broly. He's like, yo, I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah, who just learned Super Saiyan on the fly and was going toe to toe with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. It's like, come on.
That hat's so pissed, dude. The fact that he had to fuse just to stop him. He just met the guy.
That's so unfortunate. I also figured that there was probably a chance that that you can only make a wish in the Dragon Ball Z universe if it complies with what Shenron is able to do.
Yeah.
And I always figured, is this something that Shenron just can't do? I mean, we don't know that because they never even gave it a shot. But let's say Vegeta maybe one day legitimately did grab all the 7 Dragon Balls and wished for Shenron to bring back Planet Vegeta and all of its inhabitants. Mm-hmm. Do you think there's a chance that Shenron could be like, Vegeta, you're asking for a lot right now. I can't do that. Maybe, I can't spend your wish.
Did they ever talk about the possibility of like if they didn't move everybody from Namek, right? Did they ever talk about the possibility of what it would be like to resurrect everybody? Like, have we had that discussion? If not, then maybe you're right. Maybe we just don't know if it's even possible.
Well, I say that, and then I just remembered that that's literally what happened at the end of the Majin Buu saga.
Oh wait, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm here talking out of my ass right now.
I was like, I feel like they've done it before though, so I couldn't pinpoint it, but they definitely done it. So there it is.
Yeah. So the fact that they did it for Earth kind of gives this like a little bit more. Yo, what the hell, Vegeta? Like, why haven't you done this?
But hear me out. Wait, I could have sworn. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but I could have sworn if you resurrect somebody, they're resurrected where they died. Is that not true?
No, that can't be. Is that true? That can't be true because I feel like where did Goku come back when he was resurrected? Did he come back to where he died from the Raditz fight? Because he didn't. Because after he got resurrected, he came back to Kami's lookout. That's where he arrived from after he resurrected, and then from there he flew to Vegeta and Nappa.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So you don't come back where you.
For me, I thought you were talking about when he came back still dead, but you're talking about when he actually came back alive. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I
mean, chances are like it's Goku though, so he like a lot of things that happen to him are very different.
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't follow the rules at all, bro. Like it's very different. I was thinking for a minute that if that was the case, then there's no way you can resurrect everyone on Planet Vegeta because they'll just just pop up in empty space. And like, okay, where are we right now? But maybe I don't think that's like you said. Maybe that could be wrong.
Yeah, and it also, Vegeta, especially one of my favorite things with the Dragon Ball Super manga. People have their issues with the manga, right? Like with how the story is going. But I think the one universally praised aspect about the manga is how far Vegeta's character development has gone. Mm-hmm. He's way further along the path of just sort of realizing, like self-realization and how his actions, his Saiyan actions has been a detriment to so many other people. Mm-hmm. I can only imagine too that he's at a stage in his life where bringing back Planet Vegeta would actually be a bad thing because of their nature of the character.
Mm-hmm. That was the next part I was going to bring up. I really do think that after so much reflection and who he's become, he has to know that maybe it's best to keep my race dead. Like, if it took me this long to realize the consequence of my actions, that's not fucked up, I know. That's not so fucked up to say, but it's true. It's like, if it took him this long to turn a new leaf, dude, imagine bringing back every Saiyan and then trying to corral them. First of all, there's no guarantee they're even going to follow with Prince Vegeta. He was a freaking 4-year-old when they last saw him out. There was a guarantee they're going to follow his rule now.
I completely agree with that. It does bring a half smile on my face to see how far he's gone in that regard, but it does make you question what's probably going on in his mind though. Like that maybe I'm thinking that the moment he probably realized that for himself was when he finally met Kaba at that tournament, the tournament between Universe 6 and 7, when he realized that in his universe the planet is back, and so the planet is still there. There, right? And so I remember in the moment when I watched that episode and I saw that, I was like, dude, go back. That was a moment that made me go, you need to bring back Planet Vegeta. But then it's an interesting turn of thought where that's probably what's actually happening, what we just talked about. Like, he's like, damn, y'all figured it out. Like, we
definitely did it. Also, do you think, and this is a little philosophical, but do you think he views the deathless people as a needed punishment? Like, this is my punishment, my cross to bear. I can't just fix everything and make everything better. Sometimes suffering and punishment is necessary in life. The yin and yang. So a part of me feels like, what if he thinks like I've done so much wrong in my life, I can't just be selfish and wish people back for my own personal want. Like this is something that I need to live with now. But after Toriyama's not writing that, I doubt it. But like,
no. Toriyama's like writing like level C grade school writing. But I like anything philosophical and deep in Dragon Ball Z. I usually think it's by accident, like not on purpose. I think there's a lot to dissect in Dragon Ball Z, but it's not usually because of Toriyama purposely writing.
The connection between Saiyans and the African American play is something that Akira Toriyama was not thinking of when he made the Saiyans.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of just, I guess, all art, right? It's all open to interpretation.
Exactly.
And Dragon Ball Z just so happens to accidentally, masterfully create like this insane
dichotomy.
Toriyama has no idea about it.
Nope.
So
you only want to see people punch each other.
While creating one humongous allegory for real life. So like what an insane,
what a legend,
dude. I do see where you're coming from, and I do think that could be a point, but I kind of feel like Vegeta, instead of thinking that way, kind of would just redirect his anger. Man, like it really just breaks down how deep in his bag Vegeta must have been, dude. I'm here thinking about it like, damn, but that means that he must. I think what was really going on was that he was redirecting all of that anger and that energy towards Frieza. But at the same time, my guy was working for Frieza for the entire, like, how many years? And so, God, like, it really makes you think, my guy was dealing with so much inner trauma, and instead of dealing with it properly, he was working for the man that destroyed his entire race.
Dude, he is mentally very, very, very scarred. Like, the Majin Buu saga is one of my favorites because, it touches on that, bro. The dude was fighting demons, dude. So, like, when he killed himself, trying to take out Buu with him, that was a real fucking moment of him thinking, like, this is the one good thing I can do. This is the one good thing.
When he hugged Trunks, and he...
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like he's character's self-aware enough that he knows his errors, obviously. And I feel like, furthermore, he's intelligent enough to understand that maybe this is how things are meant to be. It's meant to be that this race of fucking pillaging violent warriors should be put to rest. Along with, obviously, Frieza should be put to rest too, but unfortunately Frieza's still living and they're all dead. But that's besides the point. I think he just takes it like, I'm the bigger man, and I will take it to the chin that's the result of my people, and I can't just wish them back. It's not that simple.
I agree with that. I think at the end of the day, we can both agree that there are probably more than just one simple reason as to why he probably hasn't. Hasn't.
Yeah. Do you think Goku has ever had thought?
No.
Right? I feel like it's never even crossed his mind, dude. Like, especially his parents. I don't think he's ever was like, well, I mean, my dad and my mom. Never.
Well, maybe now in the manga. I know you're not caught up, right, with Super?
No, but I know Bardock's like part of the spoiler. He's part of the manga now.
Yeah. There's a Goku is now aware of Bardock, and so maybe now, because it's not like a Raditz or Nappa situation. Bardock was actually a good Saiyan, like a good dude, and so maybe there's a chance where he'll be like, I would love to meet my dad.
But funny enough, don't you think it's funny how the whole series he never even once thought about his parents? Because he has to know he has other parents, and he never.
Yeah, I know.
He sees Vegeta, he sees Nappa, he sees Raditz. He was like, damn, I don't give a fuck about who my parents are. I'm never gonna ask anybody about that part of my life. He doesn't think about it. He does not.
It's definitely, though, just a shonen issue in general. Luffy hasn't thought about his mom in how long?
Even his dad, they told him his dad
was his parents is Ichigo, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. Literally, he's the only shonen character I know that has healthy parents. Well, to a certain degree.
Yeah. His dad is better than, like, Gon's dad, right?
Well, I was referring to the fact that his mom's dead, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's not his fault.
Yeah, no, but when I said healthy, you can't really be healthy if you're dead. That's besides the point.
God. No, I'll ask you one question. If you were able to bring back any dead Saiyan, I don't know, with the power of the Dragon Balls, right? Like,
how you better ask you to bring back any race of people? I'm like, what kind of question is this? Who would you bring back?
You're like something. Which Saiyan would you bring back?
If I had to bring back one Saiyan, honestly, there's that. What's the name of that one? Oh, he doesn't have a name. I don't think they still name them. But the legendary first Super Saiyan they always mention. Does he have?
He does have a name. He does have a name. I'm blanking on it right now, but I know what you're talking about. The OG
Super Saiyan. I want to know, like, was he like that guy? Like, would Goku go toe to toe with them, or would he get waxed?
There's a lot of lore there that needs to get explored, and my guy just dropped that knowledge and then never explained further.
He definitely thought to himself, if I'm ever in a hole, I'll come back to this later. So I'm gonna just name drop one dude real quick and move on.
Honestly, I think that's fire. Like, because it's one of those things where people, I think, fans would be like, I'm okay if we never explore it, but if you do, though, like,
not opposed.
Like,
just don't make
yeah,
it
exactly.
clown. But then
I always
to be him. What about you?
I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go with Raditz. I think when he was first introduced, like Toriyama didn't really fully like see the grand picture of just a Saiyan race.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that I think we are so quick to forget that Goku had a brother, like
a lot of us just really think Raditz was an evil dude at one point. That's it.
Yeah, like he was just an evil Saiyan.
Yeah.
But Goku has a brother, bro, and like a full like both parents are the same. I don't know, stepbrother or
12 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. Like if that, I honestly think it was only like
I
6 chapters of anything. Yeah, like I really don't think Raditz was in the picture all that long. We only feel like he was there longer because I guess maybe all the video games and stuff that really dragged that out.
Mm-hmm.
But Raditz was barely in the picture. Meanwhile, like there's so much I think there to explore, and
because I mean,
whether it's in that relationship.
How many other shonens there's a brother or a sibling and they immediately get killed off, they're done for? Like, there's usually something there. You can build off siblings all the time.
Yeah, like I can't think of anything else. There's Luffy, where the idea of his brothers were so prevalent in the entire series.
Yeah.
There's Ichigo has siblings, but I guess they don't really matter, to be honest. But they were never
They're not
killed.
dead though. They're not dead.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist. They're both like there the whole time. And,
but yeah.
And even though one like civilian's body's still not dead, he's still there. You know.
Yeah, but like an entire plot point of Full Metal Alchemist was about that relationship with the two of them.
Yeah.
So
like cutting it off like that in Dragon Ball.
You're right. I'm trying to go through like every single like manga that I have here.
If there's ever a brother, I've seen fathers die. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
If there's a brother or sister, you just don't see them die that fast.
God, even Fire Force, I'm here looking at like, no, his brother was also a major plot point in the show. So
it's usually
dude, that's why I'm looking at Raditz. Like, there's so much more to be explored there, and I feel like he's a character that can like, whether it comes to the family dynamics or really seeing another Saiyan, like I don't know. There's just so much to see there, and
they're just not
an opportunity for maybe like this could be like the final straw, right? Where if they say they bring back Raditz and Vegeta is like, yo, you're gonna go through all like the learning lessons that we've been through, but Raditz just kind of stays true to his core. It's like, no, dude, we're Saiyans, and like
that's exactly why I feel like Vegeta would never make the wish, because he knows that shit would happen. Where it's like they're not gonna listen to us. They're gonna be dickhead the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
like Goku. Goku's not the way he is because he got hit in the fucking head. Like it's not because he was like born in like in a certain environment or like he got knocked trauma and the trauma knocked it out of him.
Yeah.
Vegeta, it took years of just painful L's and just never catch up to Goku to realize maybe the goal in life is not to be the best.
God, yeah, maybe there was this thing that I was reading in the Daily Stoic where it's like if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again and it's not working, bro, maybe it's time to try a different way. Yeah, and so I think it's time. I think Vegeta learned that lesson, but I don't think any other Saiyan would, and I don't think Raditz especially. Raditz felt like a really, like Saiyan to its core type of character. Like he was all about that Saiyan pride and heritage, and so was Vegeta and Nappa in the beginning. But I think Nappa, there was a little bit of something there because he was taking care of Vegeta for so long. So like, you saw when Vegeta betrayed him, you saw that like that hurt in his eyes, like. Are you... yeah, and Vegeta obviously you see throughout the entire scene. So, do you think Vegeta should stay dead in Majin Buu Saga?
Ooh.
That could.
That's a tough question. Obviously, Dragon Ball changed forever. Like, forever. Like, Super is weird about. Super is a very weird, different show because Goku is known.
It's not consistent.
Yeah, very different. But honestly, would be a fire way to go out.
Yeah.
Like if he actually sacrificed himself and Boo actually went out with him, and that was the end of Vegeta forever. That would honestly, for me, that may make Vegeta more memorable to me than Goku at the end of the day. Cause that's like, that is a full character, like beginning to end, bro. That's not a bad fucking question.
I think that would make. I think I personally already have Vegeta in S tier just because so much development that he's gone through. But that would, like, there's no questions about it. S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. Yeah, yeah.
My question for you though, if Vegeta, Goku, whoever revives all the Saiyans, right? Where do you put them in power level ranking? Like, are they even a threat?
I think.
Like imagine putting them in the Frieza saga. Do you think like they even put him a chance against Ginyu Force?
I feel like they'll catch up.
That fast?
I don't know about that fast, but I do think that a traditional Saiyan would be kind of motivated, be like, "Yo, what is going? Like, how is everyone this much stronger than me?"
There's like 5 levels. What's going on?
Yeah, because I do think that Krillin could probably murk Raditz right now.
Yeah,
right?
easily.
So, and if Krillin can do damage to a Saiyan, then that's how you already know that you kind of messed up. But I do think give like a Saiyan a solid probably 6 months alone in the gym, and they'll come back. They'll come out like give Raditz a year in the hyperbolic time chamber, and I think he'll be enough for the Z Warriors.
You think so? Really?
When Moro came and there was that lineup of like.
The Z
the Z Warriors, and I'm pretty sure if you gave Raditz a year in the hyperbolic time chamber and he came out and he was part of that lineup, you wouldn't be like, "What's Raditz doing here?"
No, yeah. He can definitely put a Z. I can see that if he gave like a year of training, but like a year of training, I don't know how he gets to like Goku like that. But I don't
No, I don't think so.
I do remember the one time reading on Reddit, someone's trying to explain how how Saiyans get stronger. Because someone argued that like Saiyans are getting too strong nowadays. Like the girls, Kafka, is that her name again?
Kefla.
Excuse me. Kefla like learned that shit so fucking fast, like in a matter of seconds. And someone was saying that what's it called, Saiyans, they get stronger when they get their ass beat or in really extreme heavy like training conditions. So it doesn't matter if you're 5 levels behind. If you're in an extreme situation, you can learn 5 levels very, very fast. So I think I agree with you also with like give them some time and put them in an extreme environment where they're getting their ass beat and they actually would be insanely strong.
Yeah, like put them in a situation in which they need to rapidly develop, or else they'll choose to always rapidly develop.
Goku's mind, dude. If he fought like 500,000 Super Saiyan Blues, he would lose his mind, dude.
Yeah. I do think that's just kind of like the nature of all Saiyans, and I think we're only just kind of like no Saiyan ever really put up a fight against Frieza, but a legitimate fight, and so Goku had to be that dude.
Yeah.
Cell was obviously one of the strongest at the time, and Majin Buu was an actual god.
Yeah.
So what do? Like you need to grow and develop, and yeah, I do.
You think Goku would wish the Saiyans back if someone told him that there would be a challenge?
Yes, that's the only time that I think he would.